So today I'm here with episode 0 of my F125 My Team career with Apxgp. So I'm not going to waste any time, let's get into setting up the career. So we are going to be doing a full season for this first season, and in this full season we are going to be doing full 100% races, because I like the extra realism and the extra strategy you have involved with a full race. I feel like it just creates a more varied and more exciting championship at the end of the day. And these are the assists I'm going to be using. Basically the only one I'm going to have on is anti-lock brakes, because with the way my sim rig is, I can't apply enough pressure into my brake pedal to consistently not lock my brakes. So that's basically the only assist that's on. I'm going to be starting with a difficulty of 95, but after I've done this setup, I'll do some testing, so I'll see if that's the right level for me. But for now, 95 is the level I'm going to go with, but that could change a little bit by episode 1. And then I'm going to have driver moves unbalanced, increase department event frequency, research management and develop management on, and then the resource and cash rate default for me and increase for the AI, because I've found that in the past that keeps us about level. Got the sliding development scale on, and of course maximum faults. For the rules, I've got corner cutting on regular, but I might move that to strict at some point, and safety car and red flags on standard. And we're just going to do this for now to see how many safety cars or red flags we actually get, but those could also change if we get too many or too few red flags and safety cars. So flashbacks have now changed to rewinds this year, and I'm going to keep these on, but I'm going to put the limit on low. But I'm basically just going to plan to use them in case the AI does something incredibly stupid which they wouldn't do in real life, so I can just rewind from that so the AI doesn't do it basically. And we've got simulation damage. Now as you see here, Apxgp, they are in the game, and that is the team we're going to be using. And for the icons, I've only kept 4 of them on, which are the 4 Formula 3 drivers who are part of the icons list. And I've set it so that they'll sometimes be recruited by AI teams. So let's confirm my settings and go through to the next stage. So now I get to choose my background here, and it looks like each type of background comes with a different perk. And so I think the one I'm going to go for is head engineer, because earning extra resource points each week seems like the best perk. So now I'm choosing what standard the facilities are at, and I think I'm going to go with advanced, because I don't want to be right at the front straight away, winning races straight away, but also I do want to be able to fight for points straight away. So I think advanced is sort of the right level for that. And now I can choose the development level of my starting car, and I think to be in a position to be fighting for points at the start of the season, I'm going to want a car with some development. And now I can choose the amount of cash I'm going to start with, and I think I want some reserves. So I've gone for the middle option on all of them things. So we really are, I think, going to be a midfield team. So this is our first look at the Apxgp car that we're going to be driving in this career, and it's not a bad looking car, to be honest. To me, it kind of looks like if Duracell did a night mode battery. It's black with that gold trim on it, but it looks pretty decent, I think. So now we are at the main menu of our My Team career, and I think the first thing I want to do is look at where my car's at. So if we look at where I am compared to the rest of the teams, we're sort of an upper midfield team. I'd say we're in sort of a similar position to what Williams is in real life, and we are a little bit better than I wanted to be at the start of the career, but not drastically better. I would have rather been around sort of where Williams and Haas are, but it's okay. And I forgot, because I chose a preset team, I didn't do any of the team setup. I didn't even choose my own powertrain or anything, so I have no idea whose powertrain I'm running. But the first thing I want to do is probably upgrade my aero, because I've only got 4 upgrades on that. And having a look for all the upgrades, I think I've only got enough resource points for 1 upgrade anyway. And I think I'm going to put that upgrade in front downforce, because I prefer my car to be a bit more pointy on the front end. I don't like understeer, so we'll improve the front downforce first. Oh yeah, and this year you need to research the part and then develop it, so hopefully I can get that done before Australia. And now I've done that, I want to have a look at my facility upgrades. So something that I was looking for was how to reduce the time for research and development. But if I want to get these upgrades, I first need to get the improved comms development and the improved comms research upgrades. So I'm going to invest in both of them. And now I don't have any more improvement slots, so guess that's all the facility upgrades I'm doing. But it looks like I've still got improvement slots in both the other facilities, so I think I'll probably improve some stuff in both of them. I think having my pit crew improved by 10% would actually be quite a good upgrade, because I'm doing 100% races. That means quite a few pit stops, so I think this could help me a lot. And in corporate, I think having a 10% increase on secondary sponsor income would also be useful. But I don't want to do any more facility upgrades now, because I don't want to spend all my money. I've just looked at the goal for my title sponsor, and to get that bonus I need to finish 5th in the constructors. And looking at where my car was, I think finishing 5th is definitely possible. And now just looking at some other stuff that I can do, I've got owner training which I can do, which is split into engineering, personnel and corporate, which are the 3 facilities. And you get training points periodically, I assume. I don't know how long you actually take to get them, but I get a training point for engineering in 3 days, and for personnel and corporate I get 1 in 2 days. So I assume you have separate training points for each facility. Then we've got fan rating, which looks like it comes with different perks the higher it gets. But now I've looked at all of that stuff, I want to look at what activities I can do before the first race in Australia. So it's a bit different from previous years. It's split into each section instead of one activity just taking up the whole timeline. So I assume I can put different activities in for each one simultaneously. So you can see here I've filled out my activity timeline, and you're able to completely customize when you want to do things. So as you can see, I've put some things towards the end, and I've got some more things towards the start, and some things I just fill in the whole timeline. But now everything I want to do has been done, so it's time to advance. So I've got an event here from the engineering department. Let's see what it is. Okay, I've got to choose which driver gets extra simulator time, and Pierce is lower rated, so I'm going to go with him. So now the research on my front wing upgrade has completed. I can develop the parts. So I can't actually develop develop both parts at the same time because I need a facility improvement for that. So only one of these parts is going to be ready for Australia. But now that research is completed, I can research another part, and I can only afford 2, which are these wheel rim covers and the beam wing. And I'm going to go for the wheel rim covers because I've already done a downforce upgrade. So now I'm going to do a drag reduction upgrade. Now let's continue advancing. And those facility upgrades in the engineering department I did have completed. And now I can unlock the dual development upgrade, which means I can make parts for both cars at the same time, which I think will be very important. So I'm going to buy that. Now I'm going to also get the 3D printing prototyping because I can reduce research time on upgrades by 15%. And one more facility upgrade I'm going to do is upgrade the intranet. So I can increase morale in all engineering departments every time I complete a facility improvement. Now let's continue advancing. And now it's time for the grid reveal. So let's have a look at this. And there you see, that is the whole grid for the 2025 F1 season in this career mode. Now the development of that first part is done. I can do the development for the second part, but that won't complete until China. So only one car is going to have this upgrade for Australia. And I'm going to give that upgrade to Sonny Hayes because he is a better driver. And now my wheel rim cover research has completed. I can't develop the parts because I've only got one development slot. So I think I'm going to need to go down the area of the facility improvement where I can get more than one development slot. I can't do that yet because I have no free slots. So we'll do something in corporate instead. And I'm going to buy the audience engagement upgrade. And now I'm going to continue advancing, and this will probably take us to the race. But before the race, I've got a department event. So if I want to move forward with this study, I lose some resource points but get title sponsor loyalty, or I can decline and get nothing. So I think I'm going to accept because that's not many resource points. And I don't know what the loyalty actually does, but I don't want to risk not having it. And now I've advanced far enough to get to Australia here. So that is where I'm going to leave episode 0 of my F125 My Team career with Apxgp. And the next episode is going to be race 1 in Australia. And remember, it's a full 100% race. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you want to see that race in Australia, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.